see you. I want to know, do 529s just become a better investment? Congress recently passed Secure Act 2.0, which I did chat about with Brent. So basically the changes are, if you have money left over from your college savings plan, you'll be able to roll it into a Roth account. So let's talk about 529s first. Who should be considering a 529?
A slew of people can consider 529. So the most frequently I get questions is for parents who are wanting to save for their children's college education, or even for grandparents who are wanting to save for their children's education. So 529 is a way to set aside funds for that purpose, and then it allows those funds to grow tax-free if pulled out for those education costs, which tax-free, as we know, can be a great thing.
Mm-hmm. So now, Kim, let's touch on what's new here with Secure Act 2.0, because I'm sure that when you've had clients in your office, they wonder what's going to happen with that leftover money, right?
Exactly. So you get this kind of flip of the coin with, I want to save for that education, but what if my child doesn't go to college or pursue that secondary education? What happens then? Well, now what they've done is they've allowed, if you have that 529 and it's been open for more than 15 years, you can actually roll up to $35,000 into a Roth IRA in the child's name. So that's going to alleviate that concern if that person is okay, again, putting those funds aside for that child still without it necessarily going towards education.
Mm-hmm.
It
I
still
got to say
remains
that
that tax-free element.
that makes it much more attractive. But does this really change the equation if somebody is considering a 529?
Not necessarily. What I always tell folks is, number one, if you aren't maxing out a Roth IRA and you're able to do so, to me, that makes sense to do first, because again, those funds, if not used for the child, then can be used for yourself for your own retirement. So for someone that already has been doing that and still wants to save more, that's when the 529 can really come into play. But like you said, it does alleviate that concern of perhaps saving too much in a 529. Now there's a little bit of a scapegoat where that money could still then remain tax-free going forward.
Mm-hmm. And then just to ask the next question here, as we take a look at historic highest marginal income tax rates here, that's the attractive point of a Roth right now, because we are in a very low historic tax rate.
Exactly. That's the attractive point to anything considered tax-free, is right now, even though it doesn't always feel like it, taxes are on sale, and they always haven't been. So if you're someone that thinks, especially the way that we're spending as far as the government is concerned now, that money's got to come from somewhere, and a lot of people feel that means higher taxes in the future, that makes these investments all the more appealing.
Mm-hmm. So you did mention Roth accounts before. Why not just open a Roth account for my child? Or why not, like you said, take money from my Roth to fund their education?
So number one, you have to have earned income in order to fund a Roth. So unless your child is working, that's going to exclude that. Now, number two, why shouldn't you just, fund your child's education through your own Roth? Well, maybe, but it depends on your other spending and saving patterns. So again, the Roth at its core is meant to be used for your retirement. So we don't necessarily want to put the child's education in front of that need for the Roth IRAs. But again, different situations call for different strategies.
Right. No cookie cutter answers. So just to make this clear though, do you make money if a client opens a 529?
We do not. That's just something that we provide as a value add. Oftentimes I will guide them to the website to utilize. Ohio's got a great, it's called Ohio Advantage plan to utilize. I always guide clients to use that plan, because if you are a resident in the state of Ohio, what that means is that you get an additional tax benefit as far as the money that you put in is going to be deductible on your state income taxes. So you save a little bit of money there. So that can be a really good thing to do. But yeah, that's just something we provide as a value add for clients.
Okay, yes. And like you mentioned, it certainly warrants a conversation as to whether it's right for you and your family. Kim, if somebody would like to talk it through with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way is to go out to our website. It's got all of our contact information out there, www.young-wm.com, and we'd be happy to talk to you.
All right, Kim, thank you.
Thank you.